Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to the last episode of the semester of BUTV News. I'm Janice Redpoltz.
And I'm Caleb Yarling. Let's take a look at the news.
With temperatures dropping, some art department students have the perfect way to keep you warm.
Beginning yesterday and continuing through tomorrow, students at the Heuser Art Center are showcasing their ceramic talents while raising money. For $5, you receive a handcrafted mug that you can use to enjoy provided hot cocoa. There are also various other ceramic pieces for sale, from decorative conversation starters to functional teapots. The artists who created these pieces spent long hours sculpting the beautiful works up for sale. We asked Anastasia Calvert just how long the process can take.
We have some smaller pieces like mugs, which usually take up to 2 hours, and then we have larger pieces that can take more. Our firings actually last about 24 hours, so it's quite a process.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the mugs are microwave and dishwasher safe, and proceeds go partially to the Clay Club and partially to the artists themselves, whose name or initials are on the bottom of their piece. The art students host many of these ceramic showcase sales each school year.
2 in the fall and then 2 in the spring. So in the fall we have the chili and the hot cocoa, and then in the spring we have the lemonade and ice cream.
The sale brought in many people throughout the community who wish to help these local artists and students. There are many beautiful and intricate creations left, so feel free to claim yours. The sale continues tomorrow from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. For BUTV News, I'm Brooke Janes.
What started out as an idea has now become a reality. The PNC Winterfest is now in full swing in downtown Peoria. After a few weather-related delays, the 60 by 80-foot ice rink on the corner of Fulton and Jefferson opened up to the public Monday evening and will continue until January 3rd. Throughout the next month, there will be various special events, including a visit from Santa Claus, Elsa, and even a chance to skate with the Peoria Rivermen hockey team. This is also a great place for students to take a break from the chaos of finals. For rates and a full event calendar, visit pncwinterfest.com.
Finals are fast approaching and will be here before we know it. DJ Grotz has the story.
It's December, and we all know what that means. Winter break is coming, but there's one little obstacle standing in everyone's way, and that obstacle is the dreaded finals week. Everyone has that one final that they're stressing about the most, and that they think will be the most difficult.
For me, it's going to be thermodynamics, ME 301. That's just a different class for me. It's like a different way he has taught it, how he wants problem solved and stuff like that.
Probably accounting. It is cumulative, but it really is focused on the last half of the semester. So that will be that'll be good because that's really what's the newest information in my head.
To deal with this difficult week and prepare for finals, students like to start preparing early, and they work day by day to get organized and gather all the material from the semester. They also find it helpful to go chapter by chapter, learning the information from their notes and the book as well. With all the stress from preparing and taking finals, students have to find ways to stay healthy and to combat the effects of the stress from the week.
One of the things is I usually like taking small breaks, hang out with friends, It's always fun to do that, and also just sometimes if you do groups, seeing how other people are approaching it helps looking at past tests and stuff like that.
I really try to fit in some Dave time. So I really have to try to just, if I can squeeze in an hour nap or just go on a drive for a little bit, maybe get some food off campus, that really helps me at least, just making sure that I'm focusing on more than just studying.
Study day this semester falls on Wednesday, December 9th, with the first day of finals starting the day after. Good luck on finals. From BUTV News, I'm DJ Gratz.
Thanks, DJ. Yesterday, Bradley joined the world in a day of giving back to their community. Alexander Schmig has a story.
Just a few days after Thanksgiving, a new day has cropped up for people to actually focus on giving thanks and giving back to their communities. Giving Tuesday, a day for the entire world to give to charities and to their communities to improve the quality of life, has been in the U.S. since 2012. It was created to counteract the intense shopping weekend of Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, and has thus seen at least $80 million pass through donation sites like Indiegogo.com over its last 3 years. Each year, more and more companies and individuals participate, and now Bradley University is one of them. They have sent multiple emails and videos to their student population, seen here, over the last several months, updating them and alerting them to join in on this annual event. Interim President Stan Liberty stated, "We wanted to make this fun." So several challenges were set up for Giving Tuesday that were guaranteed to be entertaining and would encourage people to get involved. Jessica Chandler, director of the Louis J. Berger Center, ended up in the pool when her challenge was met. Nathan Thomas, VP of Student Affairs, had to wear his pajamas all day when we met his challenge. Later in the day, Bradley sent out an email saying Nathan Thomas had been spotted around campus, ready to fight injustice, cape included. By the end of the day, there were over 900 donations totaling over $200,000, leaving Bradley with an arguably successful first Giving Tuesday. For BUTV News, I'm Alexander Schmig.
2 weeks ago, Bradley played a tribute to the legendary Frank Sinatra on his 100th birthday with the help from an alum to a packed theater. Alexander Schmig has more.
While many of the original members may not be around anymore, the Rat Pack lives on through people like Eric Peterson, a Bradley alumni who performed with the Bradley Jazz Band on November 20th and 21st. They performed in the Hartman Center's theater with such Sinatra classics such as Fly Me to the Moon, New York, New York, and Luck Be a Lady to a completely packed audience both nights. Eric also did a duet with Bradley senior Maggie Sloter. And later in the evening, Bradley professor Dr. Todd Kelly told a story on how he first met Eric.
Eric had approached me when he was a student here. He started in 1999, and in 2002, in the fall of his senior year, he came to my office one day and said, "Hey, I really love Sinatra. I'm a theater major. Can I sing Sinatra with your band?" And I said, "Nope."
Dr. Kelly also said he received an email from Tina Sinatra expressing her gratitude to the tribute and thanking the jazz band for doing this in memory of her father. In between many of the songs, Eric told stories about his life and how he wanted to sing Sinatra's tunes from a very young age.
So I've been a Frank Sinatra fan my entire life. I remember the first time I was exposed to him, it was a Sunday afternoon, and I was watching PBS and Anchors Away with Gene Kelly and Katherine Grayson, and Frank Sinatra came on, and I was like, that's what I want to do. That guy right there, I want to be him.
For BUTV News, I'm Alexander Schmig.
Thanks, Alexander. Graduation is coming up right around the corner. BUTV's Anthony Johnson was able to talk to a graduating senior.
With graduation just around the corner, we caught up with graduating art major Ryan Dowell to talk about his Bradley experience. He talks about how he's happy with his decision to attend Bradley University, and that if he had to do it all over again, he would still choose to attend here.
I feel like I've really honed my craft and I've gone really far in my field. I feel like it's helped me get to where I need to go for my future. I also feel like it's given me a good understanding for the real world, and it also bridges a lot of connections for, let's say, if I want to go out and get a job, there's a lot of resources in the Smith Career Center too.
Ryan goes on to talk about how helpful the professors were during his search for the correct major here at Bradley University.
When I first started, my major is painting, and I started out as graphic design, acting, like all these other, I kept trying to achieve what I wanted to grasp in the field of art eventually. And I settled with painting and photography, and I do this blend now of where I was pushed by my instructors to the point where I finally feel very confident in what I do.
Ryan talks about his future goals and how he eventually wants to become a professor.
Well, in the spring, I plan on going to Columbia for grad school, and after that, kind of continuing that whole field of study and eventually becoming a professor.
According to a recent study, many freshman students fail to graduate. I asked Ryan for his advice to freshman students on how to be successful and graduate.
I would definitely say watch your classes, make sure you get everything done on time, don't give excuses to your instructors, do your best. Actually have a good night's sleep. That's something I didn't do my first year. I didn't sleep very well.
For BUTV News, I'm Anthony Johnson.
Weather and your weekly entertainment news are coming up next, so stay tuned.
We'll be right back after these messages.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
It's officially December. It's our last broadcast, at least of this semester, and it snows. As a kind of a last gift, right?
Yeah, it has snowed a little bit. It was some great flurries earlier today, but actually it's looking to get a little bit warmer actually as we continue on throughout the week. So hello, my name's Peyton McDermott. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. So we're going to look at the radar right over here, and you'll see that, yes, there were some flurries earlier today, but it's going to be heading more to the northeast towards Michigan up this area. You're going to be seeing it's going to be heading up there. Not a lot going on in the Midwest or over here, Nebraska, Iowa. You'll be seeing for the next few days, it's actually fairly calm weather, going to be some nice sunny temperatures, and then we'll get into a little bit of precipitation earlier into Sunday. So looking at the temperature chart, you'll realize it is fairly cold out right now. It's about 33 degrees, feels around low mid-20s. And luckily that cold front's going to be pushing over this way, and we're going to get some warmer temperatures. So you don't need to worry so much about having a cold weekend. We're going to have a warmer weekend ahead of you. So with the 5-day forecast, you'll see it's going to be sunny for the next 3 days. High of 45, 52, and 52 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some 28 for the lows, and it's going to continue rising through 34 into Saturday. But we're expecting some precipitation earlier into Sunday morning, around 50% chance of rain throughout the morning, and it'll subside towards the middle of the day, towards the afternoon. So you don't need to worry about some rain clogging up your entire Sunday. But don't worry, that warm temperature will maintain into Monday with a high of 48. Whether you like it or not, that's your weather. And with some BU and entertainment news, here's Caleb.
Thanks, Peyton. Hello and welcome to your last weekly entertainment update for the semester. Jack wasn't able to be here today, but I will take over. So let's get into this week's top stories. Taylor Swift may have some bad blood with New Zealand after this weekend's ordeal. As Taylor Swift is rocking her 1989 tour across the world, she took some time to film a new music video in the picturesque seaside of Bethells Beach. Unfortunately, the location for this filming is home of an endangered species of a New Zealand bird. Taylor's camp was given permission for up to 2 cars on the beach, but then showed up with dozens of vans and 4-wheel drive vehicles. While the incident was unfortunate, Swift's production team issued an apology saying Taylor Swift and her management are not at fault. None of the environment or animals were harmed, and they will make a significant donation to the endangered species breeding program. Hug Me Brother. Nickelodeon stars from the hit TV show Drake and Josh are reuniting. Josh Peck, who is the star of Fox's new show Grandfathered, announced that Drake Bell will be the newest guest star in the comedy. The duo first became icons when they starred in the TV show from 2004 to 2007. No word yet if Miranda Cosgrove will make an appearance, who played the pesky little sister. Until then, we can't wait to see the reunion. Grandfathered airs on 7 p.m. at Fox on Tuesdays.
I'm actually really excited to see that show. I was a really big fan of Drake and Josh.
I'm just curious, so does that mean the parents are the great-grandfather then? You know what I mean, if they come back in?
That got a good point there.
All kinds of wonderful questions to ask.
Coming up next, we go live on campus for an interview with member of Engineers Without Borders.
We'll be right back.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked. Thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. We now go live at Jobst Hall with Abigail Fuentes for an interview with Matt Mocchio. Hi, Abigail.
Hi, everybody. I'm here today with Matt Mocchio. I'm from Engineers Without Borders. Thanks for being here today.
No problem.
Okay, so first question. What exactly is Engineers Without Borders?
So it's a national organization, and usually there's chapters on most schools around the country with prominent engineering programs, and they deal with international projects. So based on wherever you're at, it's you get funding and stuff from nationals, but essentially usually projects span like a few years. And right now our current one is there's a city in Guatemala that their water supply is not necessarily up to par. So we have different teams that work on just different aspects of improving that.
Okay.
Yep.
So what exactly encouraged you to become involved in Engineers Without Borders?
Personally, well, I got involved pretty much as soon as I transferred here. I was interested because it seemed like a good opportunity to kind of just know what it's like to work on projects, with other engineers, and just in general, things to worry about that, like paperwork and just like kind of brainstorming with other engineers, just working in teams essentially. So I thought it was a good opportunity.
Okay. So what role do you play exactly within the group?
So the team I'm in is the tank design team. So we focus on picking the design, the material, and the cost and all the logistics of the tank that's going to go into the town in Guatemala to actually store their water supply. And so obviously we have to work with the other teams. For example, like there's the distribution team. They're going to deal with how it gets around to the town, the controls, which deals with once we have our tank that we design in place, how that's going to come out and come in and get the water get treated and all that. So I'm the tank team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for being with us today. From BUTV, I'm Abigail Fuentes. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Abigail and Matt. Coming up next are sports and highlights from the basketball game.
We'll be right back.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
How about that Bears-Packers upset over the weekend? That was awesome.
Well, as a Packer fan, it ruined my Thanksgiving dinner a little bit.
Was it tough to stomach?
Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, it was tough to stomach. The Bears are actually playing very well and having a good season under John Fox. Some new leadership. What's up, Hilltop? I'm Cody Schindler. We begin tonight with the women's basketball team, who won their only game over break as they clobbered Eureka 87-47. Bradley Jr. Letty Lerma was the best player on the floor as she recorded a double-double with 19 points and 13 rebounds. Lerma was one of 3 Braves in double figures as Bradley shot 45% from the field for the game. Difference in the game, however, was on the defensive end as Bradley forced 27 Eureka turnovers. The women's team is currently in the Windy City as they are taking on Chicago State tonight. Tip-off is in about 30 minutes. Soccer season has been over for a few weeks now, but multiple Bradley Braves were recognized by the Missouri Valley Conference for their efforts this season. Frank Bach was named the Freshman of the Year, and Grant Bell was named First Team All-Conference. And just for kicks, 4 Braves also landed on the MVC Scholar Athlete team. Grant Bell, Clark Emerson, Andrew Kovacevic, and Joe Morales make up 1/4 of the team. Student athletes must have at least a 3.2 GPA to be on the Scholar Athlete team. Big congratulations to all those recognized by the Missouri Valley Conference. An exciting opportunity will present itself starting this Thursday as the Voice of the Braves radio show returns for its 2nd season. Dave Snell, the Bradley radio voice, will host a show that will include interviews with men's basketball coach Brian Wardle and women's basketball coach Michael Brooks. The show will take place at the Field House tomorrow night and alternate locations throughout the season. This is another unique event that helps both coaches build their brand and give the students an opportunity to interact with the teams. Once again, the show starts tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Field House, which is located in Campus Town. Men's basketball team would lose last night at Delaware for their 7th consecutive loss, but despite that, there have been some positives from this year's young team. Some of those positives were on display last Saturday as the Braves hosted Ole Miss. Ole Miss is from the SEC Conference, and they made the NCAA tournament last year. There's Ronnie Suggs knocking down a jumper off the inbounds pass. He would have 5 of the Braves' 12 bench points. Here's Scotty James driving to the basket. He can't get it to fall, but Callum Barker there to tip it on in. And we finish up with Joel Okafor, who's going to get this pass and hit the shot as the shot clock expires. Bradley would falter in the second half, however, and they would lose 67-54 to the Rebels.
You know, that was definitely a good game. A lot to learn from, especially a big school like that.
Yeah, they came out and, Bradley shot about 60% in the first half. Everything was falling, just couldn't put it together.
Absolutely. Coming up next are upcoming events on campus, plus a musical guest.
We'll be right back.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back. It's time to look at the upcoming events for the week. De-stress before finals week with free hot chocolate on Friday, December 4th at the Bradley Bookstore from 11 to 1. You can get 25% off a Bradley mug during this event. The first 100 students receive a Bradley logo cell phone pocket and pick up a coupon for 25% off one Bradley apparel item to help you jumpstart your Christmas shopping. Late Night BU will be hosting a dodgeball tournament on Tuesday, December 8th, in which the winning team will receive $500. Pre-registration is required as there are only a limited number of spots available. For further information and registration, email westq@mail.bradley.edu. Entries from student designers are now being accepted for the Love Your Body poster contest. The BU edition of the Now annual contest is sponsored by the Body Project. The winner will receive a cash prize and entry fees for Now's national contest. For guidelines and rules, see the Body Project's Facebook page or contact D. Glassmeyer at bradley.edu. Entries are due by Friday at the Markin Center, room 50. Well, that's it for BUTV for the semester. I'm Janice Rebholz.
I'm Cody Schindler.
And I'm Caleb Yarling. As you watch our final musical guest for the season, you'll see all the names of all the people who work very hard to bring the show to you each week. Have a great night, and please make sure to watch again next semester.
Losing sight of what is right, caught between a lie and a web of comfort, crawling into bed with the enemy, but I won't fall into lie. You can take my life, but you'll never take my soul. You think I won't look back, but I'm one step ahead of you. Sleep with one eye open. I will never let you leave me broken. Faced with a choice, but I will never choose. I won't give you what you want because I